So if there's one motorcycle that I would trade my Harley Davidson in for right now from Indian, it's the one you're about to see. What's up? Welcome to the channel. My name is Hegshot. Thanks so much for joining me today as I'm going to show you an absolutely beautiful motorcycle inside and out, show you all the features and what makes the Challenger Elite so exclusive and so special. And the first thing is there's only 200 of these being made globally. That's it. And I was lucky enough to get my hands on one of them. So big thanks to American Biker. No way I would have had a chance to look at one of these otherwise. If you're looking for a bike, Charleston, South Carolina, heck, they might even be able to ship it to you. I don't know, dude. These guys are amazing, dude. Seriously amazing. Thanks to Rob and those guys at American Biker for everything they do. Let's look at this motorcycle. Again, only 200 of these made globally, and I'm going to show you all the ins and outs. And of course, I didn't get a chance to ride this bike. It was already sold. There's no way I wouldn't feel right doing that. You know what I mean? It's already sold. I didn't even ask. Okay, so there's that. I've ridden the Challenger before, so I know what they're like. I already like the bike. This one's just a little bit sweeter. Let's get into it. So the first thing you are going to notice is this paint job. It is insane. Now, you guys know I'm a fan of gray. This is their stealth gray with the black metallic and what they call an indie red accent. And it is everywhere, but it's tastefully done. So you can see how the stripe goes from the fairing to the tank to the bag. And then they also have this red stripe around these wheels. And then they also have the red stitching on the seat as well. Very tastefully done. The mixture of gray, blacks, and reds is done on this motorcycle in amazing taste, in my opinion. Now, the motor in this thing is pretty incredible. So it's a Power Plus 108, which is a liquid-cooled motor pushing 122 horsepower and 128 foot-pounds of torque. And you know it's special because they actually list it. Harley and Indian, they don't really like to list their horsepower. I think Indian's actually better at doing this than Harley Davidson. But regardless, when they list it, you know it's special. And it's even actually smaller displacement than most of the other motors that are in these bikes, like the 111 or the 116. But this is a 108, but because it's liquid cooled, they were able to get more horsepower and torque out of this motorcycle. This is one of the regrets I have that I wasn't able to ride it because I know this thing is an absolute beast. Now, before we get into, a lot of the special features that this thing actually has, it has the Smart Lean technology. Of course, it has ABS, traction control, all of that kind of stuff. So, the computers are always, telling, where's your lean angle and trying to make this a really safe ride for you and your passenger. So it's got a lot of those features that some of the other bikes have as well. But of course, they're not going to leave that off of a bike like this. They really threw everything at this motorcycle. And now here's one area I want to point out. This is kind of cool. We got a bike with full LEDs all the way around. Holy crap. A brand new motorcycle with LEDs all the way around from Indian. Incredible. This is not exclusive to Indian, by the way. This issue that I talk about all the time, it's a Harley thing too. So they'll mix like LED and then some halogen. Well, they didn't do that on this bike. They went full LED, which is awesome. But they also added the Pathfinder S lights. So like your passing lamp. So it's going to give you even more light to be seen and to see. I'm a huge fan of this. The Cyclops single headlight is an adaptive LED, which is kind of cool. And then it has the little squigglies on either side of that for extra light up there. And then, of course, whenever you hit the turn signal, that's going to switch to the amber light to the outside there. I know there's going to be some people that oh God, they're copying the Road Glide, blah, blah, blah. You know, yeah, they're competing with the Road Glide. But the front end on this bike looks different enough to where it's like, okay, it's a fixed fairing bike, but it looks so different. And I absolutely love the look of the Challenger. Amazing job here. Now, of course, I guess whenever you buy a new 2022 Indian, you actually get like a year of ride command, and this is going to give you, you know, weather updates on the fly, and you have your navigation, and you can actually link up with other people that have Indians, and y'all can, you know, download your maps and set your destination. There's a lot of cool stuff here. Ride mode, sport mode, touring, all of that basic stuff that you come to expect from Indian is all there as well. You also have remote locking saddlebags, which this is kind of a cool feature, man, because you only get this on the CVO Harleys. So you're talking about 44,000 plus. On this bike, it comes with it. And like your Dark Horse, it comes with it. So this is an awesome feature, man. You just hit a button, boom, your bags are locked. Absolutely love that. And also this one actually has a floodlight underneath. So I don't know, that's kind of cool, man. You know, you get off your bike at night, you actually have a little bit of light there, like, you know, most cars do, to see what the heck you're doing. I had never seen that actually on a motorcycle, you know, stock before, so I thought I'd point that out. Here's where things start to get a little bit different. You have a tinted and kind of flared windshield, very similar to like a Clockworks. So it's just kind of a different design there. And of course, you can still, you know, with the touch of a button, essentially, you can throw it all the way up, throw it all the way down. You can hold it, move it somewhere in between. Very cool feature that is found on other Indians as well. But there are obviously a couple of things here that make this bike super unique. And one of them being the 400 watt power band audio system. So you of course have your speakers in the fairing, but you also have speakers in the bags already from Indian. Dude, how many of y'all out there riding a touring motorcycle with just the speakers in the fairing know that once you get to 60 miles an hour, man, it becomes tough to hear. It's tough for your passengers to hear. And having this option straight from the factory is fantastic, dude. I got to listen to it. Obviously, I can't let y'all hear it because of copyright, but take my word for it. It sounds incredible. For a factory unit, it's pretty dope. But here is one of the coolest features on this motorcycle. Not only do you have the badass paint job, not only, I mean, it's just a stunning looking bike with the big 19-inch wheel, all blacked out, gray with the red accents, speakers in the lids, you know, 400 watt system, custom floorboards, backlit controls. You got a freaking floodlight on this thing, passing lamps, 7-inch screen, ride command. You could think they could pretty much stop there and call this thing elite, but no. The electronically adjustable rear suspension from Fox, same guys that make Raptor shocks, and they just make badass shocks anyways, that is on this motorcycle. So literally with the touch of the button, look what you can do with this. You pull it up in screen, and you can do this from the home screen if you already have it adjusted, but basically you're setting your passenger weight, you're setting your weight, the weight of your cargo, with or without a trunk, and now you're able to adjust all that. And then on the main screen, you can do the same thing. You don't have to go into, you know, in depth into the actual screen to adjust all these things. You can just add it or take it away as needed. Dude, this is an amazing feature. Now, I didn't obviously get to use it. I didn't get to see how useful it actually is. But, dude, you're talking about the best way to adjust preload right here. No getting out, getting off the bike, you know, taking the seat off, getting a wrench out. None of that. Open up your manual. Okay, I weigh, you know, 200. My wife weighs whatever. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, turn. Nope. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop, boop. Yep, we got 20 pounds. All right, set that. Boop, boop, boop. All right, no trunk. Boom. That's it. It's an amazing feature. I'm super impressed. And then, of course, you can do little minor adjustments like +1 or +2 or -1 or -2. I assume that's not pounds. That's just kind of more or less tension on the preload of the shock. Dude, this is really incredible. You pick up a girl, maybe you're not married, maybe you pick up a girl at the bar And you're like, hey, how much you weigh, by the way? Probably not the best question to ask, but you could do it a little smoother than what I just did. And boom, just put in her weight or just guess her weight. Screw it. You know, if you're close enough, it'll probably be good. So this is a very cool feature. I would love to see this added into the Dark Horse. And I say that, but, you know, I understand that this thing is exclusive. But, man, there's some features here that they could push into the regular lineup to really push the bar. And here's the thing. Here's one of the most exciting things about this bike. Now, everything I just mentioned is incredible. This is $35,000. So if you're thinking, dude, that's too much money. No. I mean, you know, it's a lot of money. But when you compare that to a CVO, which has most of the features here, right? But it's not a liquid cooled motor. You know, it's on par with the 117, if not a little bit more horsepower actually than the 117. Liquid cooled, you know, adjustable windshield. Harley doesn't have that. Adjustable shock. 35 grand. That's actually amazing. When I seen that price, I was super impressed, dude. Bravo, dude. Great job. They came in $8,000, maybe even $10,000 less than the competition, and added all this stuff onto the motorcycle. Now, there might be something I'm missing, but I've seen a lot of CVO Harleys, even the new ones, and they basically have all these features. Do they even have anything extra? Anything additional? A little bit of a custom console? I don't think so. So they got the pricing right. It's a stunning looking motorcycle. LEDs all the way around. Custom bagger at its finest. This is the Challenger Elite. I would love to hear what your thoughts on this motorcycle. I was super impressed, dude. And I've done most of the Indian lineup, and this one right here is the one, if it was logical, I would take my keys, give them to Rob, say, hey, let's swap them out. Because this thing is pretty amazing and at an amazing price. Okay? Let me know what your thoughts are down below about the Challenger Elite. If you have one of these exclusive motorcycles, I'd love to hear what your experience is so far. Drop that down below. Thank you guys for watching. See you in the next one. And as always, hold the rubber side down.